Ciao, Sabino Springs. Thank you so much for having me a part of your travel night. My name is Andy Brown, and I am the owner of Once in a Lifetime Travel. I help people to plan trips to Italy, and I also put on small group tours. But today I'm actually talking about something that I'm very passionate about, and that is packing not only lightly, but packing efficiently. I like to focus on the pre-packing. I feel that anyone can print down a list and go over it line by line, picking exactly what the list says, but really the hard work is done on deciding and choosing what you're going to bring, and that is where most people get hung up. So we're going to start with things exactly how I do them with clothes I pack, and I like to start with my pants because we can build from here. So what I've done is I've pulled out a few choices that I look at when I'm packing for my trips to Italy, and I immediately start to narrow things down. My two must-haves, a comfortable pair of black leggings and also a pair of jeans. I know these are heavy, but I like how they wear. They hide the dirt and you can actually wear them days in a row without really feeling like you've gotten dirty. Now, I do love these pants. They are a bit more dressy but very comfortable. In this case, I don't need two of the same thing, and I'm afraid as cute as maroon is, it doesn't match with many things. So I'm moving on to shorts. I've got a cute pair of capris in the middle, but they're white. And then I've got a pair of jean shorts and comfortable black shorts. Yep, I can't bring white with me. It's just not going to work. So that did not make the cut. I'm going to move on to skirts. It's always nice to have at least one of these when you are traveling. I've got three choices, and I'm breaking them down to a kind of a plain, longer skirt. I've got a shorter skirt that's striped, and I've got a long skirt that I love, but it's also striped, and you know what? It's really hard to match. So I'm going to only bring one with me, and that is going to be the plain gray that I think I can put more outfits together with. Okay, let's get some fun tops going. This is definitely coming. I love how it makes me feel, and I do want to have a splash of color. My second tank top I've chosen because it matches well, and it also gives me a lot of room after dinner, if you know what I mean. A white tank top is really easy to layer with, so that made the cut for sure. This one is comfortable, but it's a little too busy, so it's not coming. So that wasn't too bad. I've got my three tank tops already picked out and ready to go. Okay, on to shirts. I have already narrowed down to this group right here, but I've got to get really picky and really brutal with my choices. The first one that I'm going to bring with me is a simple gray V-neck, and that is because I can layer and with this. This shirt is really lightweight, easy to wash. This shirt, I like the color, it matches with a lot of things, and like this one, they both have dinner room. I also want to have this striped shirt with me because it is comfortable and easy to pair with things. You know what? This one feels a little too tight, and I don't want white. It's out. I don't need another gray shirt, so the scoop neck is gone. And then one of my big rules of thumb is if anything makes you feel uncomfortable, don't bring it. And in this case, I like the shirt, but the sleeves are bugging me. It's gone. Alright, so this is where I've got my short sleeve shirts narrowed down to so far. We're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to work on our long sleeves. Here's my pile, and we're going to work through it with brutal honesty. Okay, I love this shirt. It's coming. It makes me feel great. This shirt is cute with all of my bottoms. This one actually can double as a wrap, so we're killing two birds with one stone. This shirt is great for layering. It goes over my tank tops and my short sleeves. I love this green, but you know what? It's too hard to match. This is a sad story because I love this shirt, but I had to get a size smaller, and every time I lift up my arms, I just feel like I can't move. So for comfort's sake, it's staying home. Okay, there's our 4 long sleeves all ready to go. Now we're working through dresses. I've got 4 of them here that I need to pick from. I know that I've been steering away from patterns, but I do love this dress, and it looks really good with my jackets. It's coming. I also like the way that this one feels, and I can dress it up at night as well. Speaking of dressing up, it's always good to bring one black dress, ladies. You can wear lipstick, put a scarf on, whatever you need to. Now, I have a second black dress. First off, I don't need 2, and maybe 15 years ago I would have felt good with this short of a skirt. Not happening. The problem is I've gone over my limit for dresses, so I'm rethinking my gray skirt, and I think I'm going to leave it at home because it will be easier to wear a dress than try to match. Okay, we're done with that. Now, jackets. For me personally, I like to bring my jean jacket. It looks really cute with several of my outfits and it keeps me warm. I also have this fun poncho, let's call it. It's a sweater material and it really dresses up my outfits. So I've got 2 jackets for the evening. I do recommend a light sweater depending on what time of the year you're traveling. So this is the choice that I've made for my trip. I always bring a swimsuit with me, but let's say in my case I'm only spending a small portion of my trip on the water. I really do not need 2 swimsuits. I'm going to pick the one that makes me feel the best. So there we go. The next thing we want to look at is accessories. Scarves are the easiest thing you can do to dress up. These are the 3 scarves I took on a trip to Italy once, and believe it or not, I only wore 1 scarf the entire time. The other 2 I didn't even touch. So from now on, I always bring my trusty red scarf. The other reason too is to not overdo it is that you're going to want to shop and buy some things along the way. I recommend that women bring 2 necklaces, one that's short and one that's long. That way you have a little bit of an option when dressing up. Okay, everybody wants to know about shoes. Yes, you need to bring 1 good pair of broken-in, comfortable tennis shoes, something that will protect your feet when you're walking on cobblestones and doing all your sightseeing, especially if you're planning on doing any hiking. Depending on my trip length, I sometimes bring a second pair of shoes, something that feels a little cuter and more stylish. This is an example of the shoes I bring. No flip-flops, no Crocs allowed. Bring sandals, but they have to give you support. These are my trusted and well-loved sandals that I wear. Something I've been doing the last few trips over there is bringing over a pair of booties. I have been really enjoying dressing up for dinner, and in this case, these booties have a heel. It's not too big, and the heel is wide, so I can navigate on cobblestones without any problem. If you've got something like this and you feel like it, I highly recommend it. All right, it's time to put everything in the suitcase. And yes, this is my baby. You can tell she's been well loved. Technically, she's an international carry-on. Whether you can actually bring it on, depending on weight, or whether you need to check it, it's going to depend on what you put inside of it. We're going to open this up, and the first thing I want you to do, or the first thing I do when I pack, is lay out my pants. I lay them out and let them just kind of drape over the edges. For me, this seems to cut down on wrinkling. Then I take each group, we're starting with short sleeves here, I lay them out, try to rub out the wrinkles, pile them together, fold over one side, then I fold over the next side, and then I start to roll tightly all the shirts together. And as you can see, we end up with a nice tight little short sleeve bundle, which I can put into my suitcase snugly. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, repeat with tank tops. Folding one side and then the next, rolling it up tightly, placing it into the suitcase. And you see we're doing that right over the pants. Again, long sleeves, layering each shirt, and then folding one side and then the other before rolling them up into a tight little ball. Also the same thing we're repeating with the dresses. All 3 of those, folding, and then rolling. And I'm going to tuck those nice and snugly into the suitcase. In my case, I've got my poncho and my sweater left to put away. So I've rolled those individually, and I'm tucking those in the suitcase. Now, a lot of people ask me if I use packing cubes, and I do when it comes to socks, underwear, and swimsuits. As you can see, I've placed those in the side here. To the left, I've got my jean shorts. Now, here's the panic moment. We all have them. Oh my goodness, I think I need another pair of pants. Well, we already have what we need, so as you can see on the right-hand corner, I had enough room to roll up a thick pair of jeans as my panic last-minute packing item. Still feel like you're panicking? Well, if you see on the left-hand side, I've added one more cardigan. I still had room for my big cosmetic bag, and I threw a book in. For shoes, I like to get a little creative here. Of course, you can put socks in there, but if you have any jewelry or anything that's a little bit more fragile, I tuck them into my shoes to give them extra support and then also wrap them up in socks. So we've got our shoes with socks, our sandals. Those are going to go into our mesh netting, and I'm also going to tuck in one garbage bag so that I can put my dirty clothes in there. I know you're not pushing on it, but I swear to you, this is not taunt. There's a lot of room in here, it zips easily, and I did not use my extendo zipper, so there's plenty of room for accessories and toys to come back. Now, the last items here are what I'm going to wear on the plane, and I've chosen the heaviest and most bulky items to take with me. My shoes and my jean jacket, and then I've got comfortable pants. Of course, you're going to want to bring fuzzy socks and get those shoes off right away. Well, I just want to say thank you guys. I hope this helps at least get you on the right track as you start to think about what you need to bring and how you need to pack. Everyone have a wonderful adventure wherever you all are going. Good night.